So I had some queries, especially from new joiners, that you are hesitant to give GT, waiting for turns later on, like once you finished your first read or after first revision. So this is a common regret which students realize later on. So that's why I have made GT compulsory. Okay. And second is just doing GT is not enough. Analyzing it is also very important. So there is a file called as RMD's GT tracker in the group. Okay. So I have shared it yesterday also. So in that you enter your subject wise percentage of scores. Then when I ask you, you will be sharing that file with me. Okay. Your respective GT tracker file, so that I can go through your GT tracker and I can tell exactly where you are lagging behind and where you can do improvements. Okay. So that is the purpose of that GT tracker. And there's one more file known as batch GT score. Okay. So in that, everyone will be entering their own GT scores. It's a Google Sheets file, so anyone can edit it. Okay. So just enter your GT scores in that based on how much your GTs you are given, so that I can see which student is lagging behind, who needs some motivation, who needs improvement, who needs to change their strategy. Okay. So there are total 2 files. Okay. So this is about GT. I hope everyone has finished reviewing GT. So how to review GT and all you guys know by now. For new joiners, there is a video, episode number 4 of NEET PG 2026 series video in my YouTube. So in that I have clearly mentioned how to review GT within a correct method of reviewing GT within 5 to 6 hours. Okay, not more than that. So I don't care what your GT scores are right now, because 4 to 5 GTs are just needed to adjust to the GT style. Once the first read is done, then we'll be worrying about your GT scores. Okay, so Diana's GT scores aren't improving. Yes, I told you just now, whatever you're studying is not enough, Diana. Because you have to study, you have to give one revision. Only then you will see some GT scores improving. Okay, the least marks are from the subjects already studied. See, that is because there is for any subject to get improved. Okay, for improvement there should be something called as retention, and that retention doesn't come unless you do your first revision. Okay, so don't worry about your scores. So just continue giving GT, because you will be prepared for NEET PG by giving GTs. It is not by reading your question banks or reading your notes. You won't be ready for NEET PG, because NEET PG is not a university exam where it will be asked for 100 marks, answer some 5 questions for 20 marks and all. No, it is not random MCQ exam also. It is 200 questions in 3.5 hours, that exam. And the only thing that exactly simulates a NEET PG exam is GT, nothing else. So that's why you should have that simulation in your mind. That reflex should be built in your mind, how to give GT, what to attend, what not to attend, everything. Okay, so that's why you should continue giving GT. Okay, next Priya has asked, sir, completed PYQs of biochem. Okay, we'll give GT tomorrow. Okay, Priya. Okay, good enough. Archita, sir, not able to give GT today. I will give tomorrow. Okay, those who are not able to give today, give tomorrow. Okay. Amazing, since the GT score decrease as compared, doesn't fail. Don't fail. See, I told you before also, GTs are not meant to test your knowledge. Okay. Your knowledge is not tested by GTs, your knowledge is not tested by PYQs, your knowledge is not tested by custom module or Qbank modules. Okay. So all these are nothing. Okay. Once you finish your first read, after that, yes, I'll tell yes. After that, your GT scores will matter. But until you finish your first revision, nothing matters. Okay. So you are giving GTs for practice. It is not for judging yourself. So don't go hard on yourself. Whatever GT you give, it is just for practice. It is not for improving. Okay, we are not considering improvement right now. Okay, Harsh, I'm stuck at 70 to 80. Yes, Harsh, you will be stuck there till your first revision is done. Sarabjit, less than 12 PYQs left INICT NEET PG. Okay, okay, Sarabjit. Okay, myself, they are not able to give GT. I am having viral fever. Okay, give tomorrow, guy. Okay. Namita Mandal sir, while giving GT, feeling like I forgot my it is common. Okay, you will forget. That's why we have total 3 revisions. Okay. Mega sir, today was going through back Mara notes. I'll give GT tomorrow. Okay, Mega, good enough. Okay, see, one more important thing is if you want to immediately increase your GT scores, the easiest way, if you want to ask me, there are 2 easy ways. One is PYQs. Once you solve PYQs and go through the explanation part, your GT scores will improve. Second is revision of those pearls that you have bookmarked. Okay, that is the second easiest way. Okay, because there are not many bookmarked pearls, And once if you revise them just before GT, at least like 100 pearls, if you revise before giving GT in that 1.5 hours, quickly if you revise, you'll see that there will be some shift in GT scores. Okay. And third is a very concise revision source which you can revise again and again. That is nothing but BTR. But the problem with these things is it will give you a minute increase in GT. It is not very consistent. Like you will have to revise them multiple times and it won't go above 120 with these methods. So our target is to come above 150 so that you are in a safer zone. And for that, see, whenever you are thinking something big, no, your aims, your efforts will also be big. Okay. So if you are reading main notes and videos, everything, then definitely you will cross 160. If you're reading only RR, you will definitely cross like 140, 150. You're good enough, you'll cross 150. Okay. If you're reading BTR, you'll reach only up to 120, maximum 130, not more than that. Okay. So it is based on how much content you're going behind and how much efforts you're putting, that is reflected. Okay. So short content will give you short-term benefits only. It doesn't give you long-term benefits. So what we are behind is long-term benefits. Okay. So now you might feel that your GT scores are not improving with rapid revision and all this schedule. It is not improving because you have not even covered your first read. Okay. Once your first read ends and your first revision starts, no, that time you'll see some improvement in score. Bike Sahab, GT dented. Okay, very good. Metabolic, okay, sorry, amino acids, metabolism of lipid, genetics, RR first revision dented. Very good, Bike Sahab, very good. Okay, so Dharmik Sharma, I have joined yesterday. Should I do PYQ or Biochem RR and Pediatric RR? Dharmik Sharma, if you do one thing, Dharmik Sharma, you do PYQs. Okay, don't do RR now because you don't have time for RR. Do PYQs, complete Biochem PYQs, complete PEDS PYQs. Okay. And RR of Biochem and Pediatrics, those who join today and tomorrow, sorry, yesterday and today, you will do RR in the time allotted for backlogs. Okay, there will be time for backlogs, sufficient time will be there. Okay, Hemant sir, I'm currently in my 4th year. How do I plan for my university exam and NEET PG prep at the same time while also covering my posting? Best thing is to go through, I would say, currently any coaching platform, but preferably Marrow, because since Marrow's content is vast, it will be helpful in your theory preparation also. At least finish these 3 subjects, that is OBG, pediatrics, and surgery. These 3 are very important. Okay, complete these 3, followed by medicine from preferably from Deepak Marwa, because content will be a little bit less. Okay, if you start Rakesh Nair, then it will be a bit lengthy to complete. Then along with the TNT and OFTAL. Okay, so these 6 subjects you need to complete. Aditya's also, but Marrow GTs are very tough, I feel. Yes, Marrow GTs are tough. That's why you should prepare for a tougher exam only. Or else what will happen is things will happen like NEET PG 2024 B set, second set. What happened was everyone thought it would be a moderate paper, and once the tough paper comes in, everything becomes haywire. Okay, everything goes haywire. You won't know what to do, how to solve questions. You will become blank. So that's why practice yourself. If it is an easy paper, then you will be happy only, na? And if it is a tough paper, then anyways you are prepared for that. Okay, so prepare for, expect the worst only. Kartika, GT done and reviewing going to finish. Okay, Kartika, good. Krishna says, sir, I feel BDBM say RR content is less than Marrow. Krishna says, let me tell you, any content that can be revised in 10 days is a good content. If it takes more than 10 days to revise, it is more than enough. Okay, but content shouldn't be there for more than, like, if you can't revise in more than 10 days, then it is not good. Okay, I think I talked to you regarding yesterday. I don't know with whom I talked yesterday. People were I talked to someone who told me that DBMC RR content is less. So I just told them that many people have got rank of less than 1000 just by reading DBMC along with PYQs and GTs. So RR any content I wouldn't tell is less. It is good enough. If you feel it is less, what you should do is you should supplement it along with the important Qbank modules. Okay. So the content part is taken care by Qbank modules, and GTs and PYQs will continue as it is. That is important Qbank modules. Don't go through all Qbank modules. Okay. Yes. So Alfred, I have completed PEDS biochemistry 2 RR videos pending. Will come. Okay. Very good, Alfred. Very good. Okay. Rosina, thank you so very much. Okay. Okay. I'm glad. See, when I'm putting so much effort, I also expect you guys to put equal amount of effort. Okay. Okay, did I leave any queries? No. Okay. Next. Jinx cerebellum GTs I want to prefer. Should I prefer? Yes, you can. You can, no issues. Any coaching platform GTs will be good. Mahima Mohan, my GT scores are going through a roller coaster, depending on the platform. Yes. So sticking to marriage better. See, I would say prefer the source from which you are revising pearls or revising tables and you are bookmarking. No, that app only you prefer. If you're using predominantly Cerebellum for Qbank custom modules, PYQs and all, then prefer Cerebellum only. If you're using DAMs, then prefer DAMs. So whichever you are using for PYQs, prefer that app only. Or else what will happen is you will end up not having a source to revise. That is, bookmark things won't be there at one place. Okay. So prefer any one which you have been using for like PYQs, and for majority of the question solving, whichever you're using, use that only. Okay, next Shubham sir, writing PYQ, which is wrong, taking too much time, how to tackle? Bookmark, that's it. Bookmark questions, it is easy. Or bookmark pearls, I would suggest bookmark pearls. Namita Mandal sir, should we be doubting any platform RR content, because even I'm using DAMS LRR videos, so should I stick to DAMS or do? No. See, once you finish your RR content, if you like in the daily schedule, if you get extra time, then you do important Qbank modules. Okay. Now, where to find important Qbank modules? Yes, Krishna Shreya is asking me this question. Where to find these important Qbank modules? So there is a in my in the WhatsApp group which you are all added to. In that, go to the description part. There is a link for a PDF. The name of the PDF is important Qbank modules and important tables, which are basically pearls. Okay. So in that, I have given the list. It is not exact to, specific to any coaching platform. It is like a general list. Like for example, in biochemistry, you will have to do that is electron transport chain, ETC type of questions. You have to do minerals and vitamins. You have to do a total out of biochemistry, I think some 30 Qbank modules are there. Out of that, you should do at least like 10 to 12. I have given the list. Okay. Like for example, lysosomal storage disorders or glycogen storage disorders. So with your common sense, you can identify which Qbank module I am pointing towards. Okay. So like in surgery also some 40 Qbank modules are there, but you will need to do only some around 15 to 16. Like breast all modules you need to do. Okay. Similarly, thyroid you have to do how many other modules are there. So those are like important topics. Okay. So I have segregated only, I have chosen only important ones. Now, if you don't want to buy that PDF, there is one more solution also. Nowadays, now onwards, I'll be sharing the like the number of PYQs that are asked each year. Okay. So if you have seen the group, I have shared the list of like I have shared the data of all PYQs from last 7 years for pediatrics and biochemistry. So in that, you can see that in biochemistry, highest weightage is for vitamins, minerals, and then comes carbohydrate and lipid metabolism. Okay. And yeah, these three topics. So in pediatrics, you have three topics: infections, then you have neonatology, and then you have general pediatrics. So what you can do is you can just go through these Qbank modules, which are very important. Similarly, in pathology, it will be general pathology and hemato-oncology, almost all modules. Okay. So you can selectively select important Qbank modules if you don't want to buy the PDF. Okay. Next, Rishi sir, I didn't write a GT today, sir. I was not feeling well. My last GT I could not review completely. Okay. So should I first complete review? Yeah, you first review that tomorrow, Rishi, and then in the coming week you go for next GT. Okay, Varun Goda sir, join today. PDF not available. Okay, PDF Varun Goda, it is in the WhatsApp group. I have added you to WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group description, there are few important links. Okay, in that there is link of this PDF. Okay, Aditya sir, no need to worry about GT scores and compare things. So yes, Aditya. See, what I see, there are some things which experienced NEET PG mentors know. One of the there are like things like, for example, PYQs are very important. Things repeat from PYQ. If you see any mentor, anyone, okay, anyone experienced, like I'm not telling those who tell that crack NEET PG in 1 month, 2 months, not about them, okay. Experienced NEET PG mentors, maybe Dr. Aditya Gupta or maybe Dr. Milind Shinde was there earlier, or you can also see Anuj Pachel, okay. Anuj Pachel doesn't have much experience in that field, but still okay. He has good amount of, he has got a good rank. Or you can see faculty like Abbas Ali or Dr. Rohan Kandelwal. Everyone focus on same things. Okay, that is almost some things will be common. Like for example, one is PYQs are very important. So even the students don't realize it and commit mistakes again and again, despite everyone telling the same thing. So that means that I don't know where the problem is. So one is PYQs are important, which every one of you know, and second is GTs are important. See, when I was writing my NEET PG before that, and like final year, towards the end of final year, I watched Dr. Abbas Ali's videos. At that time, it was I think way back in 2021 something. Okay, so that time he told that which is the most ideal time to give GT. It was yesterday, which means GT should have been given yesterday. It was not. It was not even today. You should have given it yesterday. So that specific point I caught it. Okay, so I found it very strange. Like why is GT so important? At that point of time, I didn't realize much. But later down the lane, when I finished my NEET PG, got a rank, then I realized like what significant GTs hold. Okay, so you guys are also in this beginning phase where you don't realize the importance of giving GTs earlier. You are thinking that giving GTs when you are not prepared just demoralizes you. It demotivates you because you see your ranks are not improving. That's why I'm saying this with experience that don't focus on whatever scores you are getting. Never focus on your GT score. If I was having any coaching platform, na, then what I would have done is I wouldn't have displayed a rank, I wouldn't have displayed GT scores also, because that actually demotivates. I know that, but there is no platform which just gives you reviewing. Okay, ideally it should be the way, because unless you finish your first revision, you shouldn't be aware of your scores. You are giving GT for practice and then you are giving for reviewing so that you don't commit same mistake again and you can improve based on that. Now, if I had my own coaching platform, what I would have done is I would have left the score part after you finish GT, directly it would have gone for reviewing. Okay, there wouldn't be any score, anything, no mention of anything. Whichever you have got wrong, you would be reviewing that accordingly. Okay, so don't focus on score right now. Okay, it is not for improving. It's not like you see GT score and you see, okay, this is not improving, so what to do? I'm studying so much. No, believe me, this NEET page is not a small like it's not a small hill to climb. Okay, it's a mountain. Once you finish, it's a mountain range. Actually, there are many mountains in this. So once you climb one subject, you feel that yes, I have done it. No, once you have to finish at least 2 to 3 revisions to master that subject, or else your GT scores won't improve. Okay, even though you give for like even though you study, give GTs for like maybe some 20 30 GTs, if you don't review them, if you don't analyze them, and if you don't revise them. Okay, review, analyze, and revise. Okay, if you don't do this, your GT scores won't improve. Okay, if there is anyone who has given like 20 25 GTs, reviewed everything, and has completed 2 or more revisions, still GT score is the same stagnant, then yes, then you definitely need help. Okay, that is a separate category of students which is like less than 1%. I have hardly seen, like out of like 500,000 students whom I have talked to in last 1 2 years, I have seen rarely, maybe less than 5 people who had this issue. And basically the issue was not with their studying and all, it was with the way with which they were giving GTs. Okay, they were approaching GTs. So that's why when I say you attempt GT, blindly attempt GT, just enter it in your GT tracker and go ahead with reviewing. The most important part is not watching your scores and watching your rank. The most important part is reviewing your GT and understanding what went wrong and what can you do next time so that your GT doesn't, like GT scores improve. Okay. Next, okay, so Rajeshwari sir, even sitting for this long giving a GT and getting most of them wrong is very frustrating. Rajeshwari, that means you don't have any idea how difficult NEET PG is. Because if you are thinking that studying for like 1 month and still your GT score is not improving, I'll tell you, NEET PG is not meant for you. NEET PG takes your patience, it tests your determination, it tests your persistence and your consistency. Okay, so you should be at that same effort level irrespective of your result for a very long time. That is what NEET PG tests you. Okay, so that is why it is not an easy exam. It is not meant for those with weak hearts and those who don't want to put in efforts. It is hard. That's why not many people crack it. That's why like people go for multiple attempts, because don't expect that with just 1 month or 2 months of preparation you are going to crack it. It is not possible. It's a long marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a 100-meter sprint. You'll have to dedicate for this. You'll have to sacrifice so many things. Okay, that thing you will have to accept. And with just whatever your 1 month preparation is, studying for 10 hours, it is just less than 10% of whatever you should be doing. Okay, what you should be doing is you should be continuing this for next 7 months. So that's why it is very tough. Okay. Okay, so tomorrow's timetable I have shared in the group. So everyone, go to the timetable, and if any doubts are there, ask in the group. Okay, tomorrow we'll meet at 9:45.